Hey guys, today we're talking about Sam Zell. So bro, who is Sam Zell?
Well, he's an American billionaire, businessman and philanthropist, and he was a former lawyer, and he's now the founder and chairman of Equity Group Investments, a private investment firm that was founded 53 years ago in 1968.
And according to Forbes, his real-time net worth today is 5.3 billion. I'm Sean.
And I'm Ivan.
And we're the co-founders of
Quadrant. Sam Zell once said, the key to success is curiosity.
And then in the end, it's all about curiosity. I've never met an entrepreneur who was successful, who wasn't extraordinarily curious.
Actually, I really resonate with this whole point of being curious, because to me, that is when I first started out in my whole property investment journey. So the story goes like this, right? When I first met you, Ivan, I know that you have a few real estate. So I could either put on a hat of being a skeptic or being curious. But of course, I'm so glad that I put on a hat of being curious, because that got me to ask Ivan to basically teach me or bring me around to show me all his real estate. And from there, then I got more perspective. And with that perspective, then I actually translate back in terms of how can I actually do property investment for myself.
So let me summarize. So what you mean is that everything you've just said is just saying that you are very good, right?
Yes, and I also say you very good. But actually, the key thing is that, if I was actually put on a hat of being a skeptic, right, I would not even have come into this first place. I would have totally ignored your advances and everything to teach me about property investing, right? So, and that means that I would not have actually even got started in property investing at all.
Well, I actually have a different perspective also on this curiosity factor. My take is that in this world, right, the world is always changing, it's very dynamic. So the only constant in our lives, right, is actually change. And the necessity is that we need to always be curious so that we learn and grow and become better.
Yeah, and I want to add on is that the day that we feel that we are the best, right, and stop being curious about everything else, that's when we really stop learning, and that's when we really start stagnating. So then we really got to adapt to change fast, and most important, once again, put on a curious mindset so that we even want to learn more about it.
I totally agree.
So Sam Zell actually mentioned to actually identify your worst case scenario.
I think that from my perspective, I start every potential investment focused on what's the downside.
Well, the thing is this. For me personally, I hate losing. However, Sean is the one that actually taught me that it's okay to lose sometimes as long as our decision has been correct.
Actually, it's not realistic to the fact that we will never lose. Think about it, in life shit happens, right? So when I actually put on this mindset over here, actually when you know that shit will happen, you tend to be a little bit more confident in terms of what you do, and you take losses much better as well. And of course, identifying the worst case scenario becomes really important as well. So when I first started my property investment journey, I actually put on a hat of like 6 months no rental. I even put on a hat of what happened if no one want to buy it from me. And the numbers still actually look great when I actually did a projection. And when I can actually accept this worst case scenario, technically if you think about it, anything that happened which is better case, right, I would be very happy.
Yeah, so if you can accept the worst case scenario and the better scenario comes along, then it's okay. Yeah, so personally for me, right, in the end, ultimately, out of 10 times, if I win 8 times and I lose 2 times, I'm actually up by 6, so that's good enough for me. The next thing that Sam shares about is actually about following your gut.
And your gut, but your gut has played a very key role, though, in your business, in your success.
I think that I have been willing to have an opinion and then execute accordingly.
Well, the thing is, I do not fully agree with what Sam said. The thing is, if you ask a 3-year-old to follow his gut, right, then obviously it's not going to turn out well. So what do I mean by this? You see, when it comes to property investment, if I don't have the knowledge or I don't have the experience, right, and so for me to follow my gut, it would be to not do anything at all.
Yeah, I mean, imagine my position when before I even first started property investing, right? If you ask me to view like 10 property or 10 units to see, how would I even know what to buy? I cannot just follow my gut blindly with zero experience and just put my money, hundreds of thousands of dollars just to buy something. It's too scary for me to even take action.
Well, so for me, right, my take is that at the beginning, it's actually more important, right, to success model. So what do I mean by this? You see, we can always look for people, right, or companies that have been successful over the long time, maybe 5 years, 10 years, right, and actually see and examine what they have been doing in this period of time, because success leaves clues.
So guys, following your gut or even following your instincts, to me, it's just a summation of experience. So if as you get more experience in your whole, let's say, property investment journey, you'll just be more and more sharper in terms of what you purchase and ultimately then make money from them.
So guys, I hope you have learned something from this video here today, and so do remember to give us a thumbs up and also to subscribe to our channel. So once again, I'm Ivan,
Sean.
and we'll see you soon. Bye!